Hey my friends, to anyone who's been on this path of the mystical for some time, like working on shifting your life, manifesting maybe something you've been dreaming about for quite some time. I want to give you a message that will not just introduce you to this clear knowing that doors are opening. You know, at some point we come to the moment of clarity where we just feel, oh, now it's happening. It's happening. It's not, ego is not evolved anymore. It's not arrogance anymore. It's just a sense of clarity, knowing, and gratitude. So may this message speak to your heart today, to remind you that if you feel what we will be talking today about, it's a sign that you're ready to receive. I've noticed in my life that as we're moving through life, many times we are actually not ready to receive something that we desire. Sometimes we want a lot of money, or we want to meet that special person, or we want to heal, but we are actually not ready to get it because we haven't changed something that would make us ready for it. Like sometimes people want more money, but they haven't changed their financial habits or mindset or daily routines, spending routines, and so on. And sometimes people would love to meet that special person, but they actually don't know how to function alone, like how to really take care of yourself and make yourself happy on your own. And sometimes people want to heal without changing a diet or workout routines and things like that. So not always we are ready to receive, but then we really adapt ourselves to that new version of us that we've envisioned for ourselves, that we've found in our hearts, like this is the next version of me I'm aiming towards becoming. I want to evolve. I'm here to really become greater than I was. Every single day I mention to you, God is not a state of perfection. Universe is not a state of perfection. It's a state of becoming. You see? You will never see universe being finished with creation, like now this is the last star I've created. This is the last planet I will ever create. This is the last organism. This is the last cell in your body. It's never finished. It's constant transmutation, constant transformation. It's a constant state of becoming. And therefore, at some point when you really realize that life is about becoming rather than just being, that's when you know that you're ready. When you're ready to learn, when you're ready to keep changing for the better, when you're ready to adapting yourself, also setting boundaries where you feel like there's too much of draining happening. And when you find a way to live more in clarity. So I want to give you 6 signs that you can recognize in your life that you are now ready to receive. It may be a manifestation or whatever you feel that you need the most. How can you know that you're really ready to receive and that you will not mess up what you will get? Well, maybe you will still, because it's nothing wrong with that, right? That's how we grow, that's how we learn. So nothing wrong with making mistakes. For a wise man, there's no such a thing as a mistake, but a lesson. So the first sign you can know that you're ready to receive is that you feel a deep sense of clarity. Your vision of what you want is crystal clear. You've moved past doubts and are focused on your desire with confidence and calmness. You no longer question if it will happen. You simply know it's on its way. That's how you know that you're ready to receive. You just know it's on its way. You don't care when it will happen. You're not attached to the outcome or the timing of the outcome. You just know it will find you. And you also know that you don't know everything, so you don't know when is the best time it can happen. You can't know. You can only predict, but prediction comes out of memories from the past that come out of fear to keep control over things that feel uncertain. But well, what if it's the unknown that holds within what you seek, and therefore you can't predict it? That's why clarity is so important, because clarity of what you want pulls you out of familiar. It pulls you into something new, like creating a new artwork. I'm an artist, and today I'm sharing another painting with you. You can find all of my work on AttractPassion.com. If you're curious how it looks and how it feels, go and check it out. So it's clarity that pulls you out of the familiar. And when you're crystal clear on what you want, there is no way it will not happen. The only way you make sure it will not happen is that you quit on that dream. Only when you quit it will not happen. But it may happen when you stop wanting it. That's why there's a very important principle that says put your desires off the pedestal so you don't make them important. As soon as you make something important, you kind of embody this pleasing mentality, like I will please you so I can get what I want. And the universe doesn't support that. That's why every time you please someone, you kind of get smacked back, right? So what life supports the most is neutrality and playfulness. That's why we need to follow things that make us feel more playful in our lives. When you are clear on your goal, then through playfulness, get or go towards that goal. Like, certain business opportunity may feel so incredible, but if it's not a joyful act to get there, well, it may make you a lot of money, but it's always the playfulness that will really satisfy you. I know some entrepreneurs who are just playing with making it bigger, reaching more people, and just creating a better product. They're playing, for them it's a game, and that's why they're succeeding. For me, art is a game. Making messages, it feels like a playful act. Like, let's see what will be the next thought that will come through me. So you need to be crystal clear of your goal, of your vision for the future. But playfulness is what will get you there. Sometimes people are not crystal clear on what they want because they haven't took time to really discover what is their path, what their hearts desire. So take time for this. That's when you will stop questioning if it will happen. You will just know it will happen. The second sign you know you're ready to receive is that you've released resistance. You've let go of attachments, fears, or limiting beliefs that were holding you back. You trust the process and understand that control is not necessary. Control is not necessary because things are already under a greater control. You haven't created this universe, but look, it exists in a perfect order. Well, partially, there's a part of you that created it because you're a particle of God. You are a seed of this universe that holds within a life force, a breath of creation. So partially you did created it. And sometimes I want to remind you to actually get more in touch with that part of you that is the breath of creation. So how it feels when we release the resistance. We feel a sense of lightness in our hearts and minds. We free ourselves from stress and overthinking about how something will happen or what is the next realization that will help us to make it happen. We really let go of the attachment or the need for it actually of happening. And that's how we remove the fear. We just keep doing the work, keep improving the work, because partially we want to evolve whatever we're doing. We want to get better at it. We want to become masters at any skill we choose. Because, well, life gives us joy when we become good at something. This is an interesting pattern in life. We become the most joyful when we actually become good at something. This is a sign why we need to evolve in any activity, in relationships, in health, in living, in craft, in art, in self-expression, whatever we're doing. If we're evolving, we'll find a great joy in it. If relationship is evolving, there will be more joy in it. If you're evolving at your work, there will be more joy. And therefore, you can notice when you can't evolve at that specific job maybe anymore, it's also a sign it's time to go to the next one or create your own. That's how life tells you when you're ready for the next chapter. Sometimes in a relationship, you notice there's a boundary, like you can't evolve anymore in this relationship. And that's when you meet the sign, it's time to move to the next one or let go of that person. Sometimes, we have this seasonal friends that are with us for a certain period in our lives and then we move on. We have business partners like that as well. And we have teachers and mentors that are with us for a certain period of time and then we outgrow them. This is completely natural evolution of the character and soul. So remember that. The third sign that you're ready to receive is that you're experiencing synchronicities and they start increasing. The universe seems to be sending you signs, like sometimes you see numbers like 111, 333, 444 and so on. Sometimes I make messages about it because I like to play with it. You get symbols. You receive serendipitous events that align with your intention. And they affirm to you that you're in the flow. So it may happen the way that you completely end up being surprised. Like you are thinking about improving your health and suddenly you come across a video on YouTube that talks about very revolutionary ways or biohacking ways to improve your health, and suddenly you meet spontaneously a person who's very good at it, and suddenly you go all in, and I don't know, you get introduced to a new gym place that's very aligned with your values and principles maybe, and the person there is very friendly. It's something that happened to me recently. I wanted to go to the gym, usually I'm working out at home. I have my own gym, but I felt like I want to go a little bit out and find a gym that will really, resonate with me. And I've tried to, and they were really, I didn't like them. So then Maya said to me, hey, I've noticed there's a gym very close to us. Like the closest gym, I had no idea that it actually exists. She said, go and try it. And I went there and the owner of the gym was super friendly. The energy was so good, and they have some quotes on the wall of, some philosophical quotes, and I really loved it. And for me, it was another synchronicity, when you really introduce yourself to the unknown, synchronicities start happening and suddenly you experience something completely new. So that's how you're ready to receive. Sometimes things really happen coincidentally. that feel like they're leading you closer to your goal. So never ignore them. Ask yourself what you've done that put you into the flow state, because it's the flow that will take you there. Yeah, intellect may help you, knowledge may help you, but it's the flow that will take you there. Through force, you will still get there, but it will take more time and effort. With flow, your knowledge will become more helpful and useful. The fourth sign that you're ready to receive is that you feel your intuition got stronger. Do you feel like your intuition got stronger? You're more in tune with your inner guidance, and you're making now more inspired choices and taking actions that feel aligned with your goals without overthinking. This is a very powerful thing that happens. And sometimes it feels like we're not even overthinking what we need to do. We just do it intuitively. And then people are like, oh, you had so much luck, and you're like, no, I'm just in tuned. And this is a beautiful thing that many people on this planet are learning right now. There's so much more intuitive people present. And even people who would not consider themselves being intuitive often are very intuitive when you talk with them. And it's the byproduct of this time. It's a beautiful part of this time right now. So if you feel like your intuition got stronger, it means you're ready to receive, because now you know how to really cope with it, receiving it. Because sometimes even receiving our greatest miracles can destroy us because we don't know how to use them. We don't know how to invest it or how to really, use it wisely. That's why intuition is so important, because it will always signal to us if we know how to listen to it, what to do with it. The fifth sign you're ready to receive is that you feel actually grateful before receiving. You feel grateful before receiving because you've noticed that it's an art to stay humble. It's not like you will be grateful when you will get it. It's like be grateful and you will receive it. Not forceful gratitude, but completely genuine one. Because you've just, you made it a lifestyle to train yourself to overcome emotions from the past and embody a new state of being that is producing healing and gratitude. You've learned to cultivate it. You don't need anything to be grateful. Now you've learned to cultivate it out of nothing. It's an art, my friend. Appreciate yourself. It's an art. Isn't it incredible that you can close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and you can actually cultivate any emotion you choose? You can think about a person you love. You can think about someone that cares about you. You can think about something you've received recently. You can think about something you've done that you're proud of, and you can easily elevate any emotion you choose. Isn't it a beautiful thing? You're already grateful for what you're about to receive, as if it's already yours. This vibration of gratitude amplifies your readiness to manifest. So you wake up feeling thankful and act with faith in your everyday life. That's how you know that you're ready to receive. When you wake up thankful, you may feel grumpy. You may feel maybe irritated because of yesterday, but you still choose to be thankful. And you act with faith in your everyday life. This is how you know that you're ready to receive. And the last sign, my friend, very powerful one, maybe the most powerful one of all of them. You're taking aligned action. Your actions reflect your belief that your desire is on its way and you're preparing for it. So you're actively creating space in your life for the new to enter, whether it's learning a skill, improving a habit, or embracing new opportunities. you're in motion. And that's the most powerful state you can be in, because you become like a river. You're in constant motion. It doesn't mean that you become, this hustler all the time, working and doing all the time. But you're in motion. You became fluid, like a water. You rest when you need to rest, and you move when you need to move. You're actively creating space in your life for the new to enter. How can you actively create space in your life for the new to enter? Well, it's quite easy. Stop waiting it to happen, but recognize what can you do for it to happen. And then the flow will take over. You will see when you're out of alignment, when you will feel resistance. And there's one thing I've learned in painting, like 1 week ago I've started working on a painting. So I've done 2 paintings before, completely in the flow. When I finished one, I went into the next one, and I said, oh, now as I finished the second one, I went to the third one. And with the third one, I didn't felt flow anymore. So I've started, and it almost felt like I was forcing it, and then the colors were not right. The background that I've created was not how I wanted, or it didn't felt right. And I was not in the flow with it. So I was in resistance. I wanted to force it. And then I said, okay, I will just let it be. I will let it be, and I know the inspiration will find me once again. I will not forget about it. I will just stop doing it. And then for 1 week, I was not touching the canvas. I was not painting at all. And then today I woke up with very clear idea of what I need to do with that canvas. And I've started painting, and I got myself back into the flow. And yeah, now I'm working on it. And that's how we learn to create space for new to enter into our life. Sometimes we need to step back and just recharge, rest a little bit, or do something else. Don't be too obsessive about something you want. Notice that life is complex, and when something doesn't work out, go and do something else. Like, do a workout. Take care of something completely else. And you will see eventually your desire will call you once again through inspiration. But don't wait that inspiration. Just do other things. Most of inspiring ideas that found me for my paintings found me when I was out on a walk. I was not sitting in front of a blank canvas and waiting for it. I was out on a walk, or I was sometimes I'm on a business meeting and I receive an incredible idea, or business meeting, whatever meeting, and I receive an incredible idea and I know I need to paint it. You see, when we are in this motion, whatever motion, we are in the flow state. And then the flow will take us to where we belong. So it must be collaboration with life. It's not like just go with the flow and be mindless. No, you need to be mindful, but still going with the flow, which means you need to be intentional. You need to know when to do, when to work, and when to step back. That's how you take aligned action. So you can't really train yourself to do it by thinking about it. You need to practice it. You can you can have affirmations like, I'm aligned with the current of life. And then see what feels like a flow. What brings you joy? What brings you a sense of satisfaction out of doing something? What makes you feel focused and alert as you do it? And that's how you notice what really puts you into this state of flow, into a state of motion. And then do it, take action with it, take massive action with it, and you will create massive results. So it's Aristotle said it's a golden mean. It's a beautiful dance between one extreme and another. One extreme is overdoing and another extreme is being passive. In between there's a dance, and you need to find that dance through constant learning about where is the flow and what puts you into a flow state. So my friends, you are ready to receive. To anyone who resonates with this message, you are ready to receive a very powerful state to be in. So I hope something beautiful finds you today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power for walking this path. It's a path for the brave ones, for light-hearted ones. Doesn't matter how hard was your past, how painful was your past, you can still be light-hearted when you find this sense of alignment with your vision, with your higher self. So trust you, trust yourself, believe in yourself more than you believe into anything else, and you will be supported. I hope you found a great value in today's message, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. To anyone who would like to buy my art, you can find it on AttractPassion.com or Etsy store, AttractPassion, whatever platform you prefer the most. With that, you're supporting this mission, so we can keep going and giving messages every single day. Thank you so much. You're very, very appreciated, my friends. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Thank you so much, and yeah, till next time, stay connected. One love.